welcome into the Accesso Showwear Center in Kent, Washington. It is the Milwaukee Wave playing visitor to the Tacoma Stars. With a playoff atmosphere just over a month ago where these two teams met up in Milwaukee for an overtime match that ended up with Milwaukee finishing on top. I'm Peyton Behrens. Thanks so much for joining me tonight here in Kent, Washington. The Milwaukee Wave are on the road in this matchup, coming in with an 8-3-1 record, sitting in with 23 points. The Tacoma Stars 2-7-3. It's been a tough go for the Tacoma Stars, but they find themselves sitting amidst the start of a 7-game homestand, something that should be very favorable for the Tacoma Stars coming down these games. And it starts tonight, this February matchup against the Milwaukee Wave. Second time that they've seen them this season, and just the third time ever. Milwaukee Wave are a tough opponent that the Tacoma Stars are going to have to handle as introductions make their way onto the field. We'll see what these Tacoma Stars have up their sleeves tonight. Starting lineups are taking place. Right now the big story is coming across the stat line. Robert Williamson is starting for the Milwaukee Wave, Ricardo Carvalho is starting for the Milwaukee Wave alongside Breno Oliveira, Max Ferdinand, Ian Bennett, Alex Schweinwasser, and in the net is Willie the Wall, Willie Bonahy. The Tacoma Stars starting off on the other side of things will have Chris Toth, a wall of their own between the sticks. In defense, they're going to have Caceres, Chase Hansen, Willie Spur's going to be starting alongside Adrian Correa, and Nick Pereira in the starting lineup for the Tacoma Stars tonight. He's been dealing with a lower body injury, so we should be seeing Nick Pereira, MASL's all-time assist leader, tonight. Earlier today, I had the opportunity to speak with Nick Pereira about the game and the importance of this one against the Milwaukee Wave on the Tacoma Stars Coaches Show. I'll step aside and let's go to that interview right now with our very own Nick Pereira. Hey everybody, I am Peyton Behrens, play-by-play voice of the Tacoma Stars. He obviously is player, coach, leader, and all-time assist leader, Nick Pereira. Nick, thanks so much for joining us tonight. Before we get started, we had a huge game tonight against the Milwaukee Wave. Seen them previously just about a month ago. Tempers flared. It was kind of a crazy game, but it was a great game overall. I mean, down to the wire, you had a penalty shot with about 10 seconds left. We go to overtime. Chaos all the way through. What are you taking from that game a month ago into tonight?
Yeah, I think it's an opponent that does things very differently to the teams that we see out here on the West. And so I think it's a matchup that for us, athletically, is a good matchup for us. We've got some players that can really transition, and I think that's an area that we can hurt them. So I'm excited to put on a good show again tonight. I think the last game was probably one of the most exciting games of the year, so I'm hopeful for another one.
Individually on the Tacoma Stars side, who are you looking to stand out against this Milwaukee Wave side? Who's maybe got the best matchup, or who's going to stand out throughout the entirety of the match?
Last time it was Willie Spur, who really had kind of a big game coming off of some quiet games. So, he had a fantastic match in Milwaukee. I think tonight's going to be Tyler John building on the performance he had against San Diego with 2 goals. I think it's a big one for him tonight.
Me and you have kind of talked about this, but the strength of schedule that the Tacoma Stars have had to deal with has been insane a little bit going into this year, and it speaks a little bit to the record that the Tacoma Stars are seeing right now, playing a lot of the top teams, playing a lot of them on the road, on a back-to-back, on the second stand of the weekend, things like that. What have you guys learned so far from the early parts of the season, that hard test of the schedule, and what's that been like leading up to this point?
It's been very hard, to be honest with you. It's when you see it on paper, you kind of start to make assumptions early on. I've seen enough indoor leagues seasons to know kind of where we are. So when the schedule came out, I was like, man, these front 12 are really tough, really, really tough. But then you kind of get into it and you realize just how tough it is. So playing in San Diego after a trip from Chihuahua where you land at 2 in the morning or 11:30 the night before, have to cross CBX and get there. It's really hard against a team. Sometimes it's rested. You're playing a rested team, which is not just hard anyway if you've played, but it's now you're playing a good team at their place, having played a good team 2 days before. Super difficult. Of course, there's matches with no excuse when we play a single game weekend against an opponent where we've lost, but those games in particular stick out as really difficult ones. Now the nice thing is 7 home games in a row, which is the first time in my career we've ever had that many in a row. So 5.5 weeks of no travel for our team. I think it's really time that we take advantage of that.
How do you take advantage of that as a group?
You got to win. Yeah, I mean, our record right now is, what are we, 2 0-1, I think, at home, and then all the rest 0-something on the road. So we have to make the home the showware a fortress. We've got to pick up wins where we have them, which is here at home, and we've got to start putting together. Strength of schedule tells us that we have to put together these games at home because we may not get easy ones on the road. If you look at our road games that we still have left, we've still got San Diego, we've still got Kansas City, we've still got Dallas and Outlaws on a back-to-back weekend. So again, really tough away games, so we've got to pick up our home matches.
Perfect. Well, hey, thank you so much for your time tonight. Good luck to you and the boys. Kickoff coming up next on MASL TV.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
The Tacoma Stars are back and they're ready to turn things up a notch. Don't miss out on your chance to see the Stars in action live this season at the Accesso Showware Center. Experience the fast-paced action of Tacoma Stars soccer for yourself. Head to www.tacomasstars.com or call 253-856-6999 to get your tickets to an upcoming game today.
Is proud to welcome you to MASL Soccer on MASL TV. Moments away from kickoff, it's going to be the Tacoma Stars in the all-blue kits and the Milwaukee Wave wearing the all-yellow. Peyton Barons here in Kent, Washington. It's the Accesso Showware Center where these two teams are rematching last month's thrilling overtime contest. Unfortunately, the overtime match was not the story to be shared from that game as a fight broke out on the field, carried its way down the tunnel. Suspensions were handed out and all sorts of madness, all sorts of chaos ensued between these two sides. Let's hope tonight we don't get some of the same. We can keep the story on the field between the boards from that game. Ramon Torres, Luis Beretta, Stefan Mijatovic were all suspended for a game or so or more. Even Stefan Mijatovic served a 4-game suspension for their actions within that. Within the skirmish. On the Milwaukee Wave side, Tenzin Rampa, Derek Huffman, and Quadis Lal all served their own suspensions for their actions in the extracurricular activities that took place on the road in Milwaukee. MITRE is the official game ball supplier of the Major Arena Soccer League, established in 1817. MITRE is one of the leading soccer brands worldwide and produces some As we take a look at the rosters, interesting note, Mario Alvarez did not make the trip. Report as questionable with a hamstring, but he was the player with the game-winning goal in overtime. He credits Ferdinand for the assist, setting that play up, but it was, after all, Mario Alvarez who finished it, put it in the net, and put Milwaukee over the top. Tonight's officials, Shane Butler's your crew chief, referee Josh Wilkins, assistant referee Ryan Ottle, fourth official Aiden Velasco, and in the penalty box is Justin Rose. Milwaukee comes in with a 3-1-0 record on the road. See if they can add to that, find their fourth, or if the Tacoma Stars can start to right the ship, start to get things turned into the right direction, and find their third win of the season. It's been a grueling opening campaign for the Tacoma Stars. Mentioned it with Nick Pereira in the coach's show. 2-7-3 coming into this point. Tacoma Stars are looking to turn everything around. Caceres against the boards has spur. Pereira goes to stretch the field. Ian Bennett, one of MASL's all-time best. Spur can't clear his defensive corner. Hansen keeps it away from the dangerous Bennett. Ferdinand on his left. Toth comes out. Toth, foot save. Dangerous spot, missed touch, Toth on the ground. And Toth just able to keep it. Carvalho and Ian Bennett in the box. Stars lucky to keep this thing 0-0. Challenge flag on the field. I think there's a question of whether or not Chris Toth maybe handled that outside the box, and we're going to get an early challenge flag video review immediately in the opening minute of tonight's game.
Milwaukee is challenging for a potential handball outside the area by the goalkeeper.
Here's our video review. Toth using every bit of area that he could. Let's see if he came out over the line. This is the first attempt. That's a clear foot save. And it's going to be on this one, sliding out and around. That ball bounces up off the boards. Maybe it hits Toth on the hand. Is it definitive enough to tell him where it was on the line? And this is the same situation that we saw at the end of the regulation when these two teams met. Bonahy came out of his box, had a handball called as he just so came out. Logan Jones was the one who shot it. Got reviewed, it went to a penalty shot. Nick Pereira was denied by backup goalkeeper Augie Ray. Review has concluded. Let's see what our result is.
The original call on the field stands, no handball, inconclusive evidence.
So an early challenge denied. 58 seconds in, Milwaukee loses their challenge. That pause in the action allowed both teams to go for some changes, get some fresh legs on. Milwaukee likely with a defensive unit here, as Chris Toth's going to start with this ball in his hands. Back underway. Ramos unable to touch that ball down to himself. Steinwasser into the corner. Williamson now for Steinwasser, top of your screen. Jones gets his jersey tugged, looks for a call. Toth comes out for it. It's Derek Huffman. This is Briscoe, missed touch. Goes for Jones. Pereira watches it off the wall. Toth can't be used. Ferdinand, pressured by Pereira. Ball into the corner, off the wall, now deflected into the middle. Briscoe's going to be able to try and play himself up the boards. And he gets pushed from behind, whistle blown. Both teams go for line changes.
First foul tonight, called on Milwaukee number 29.
Max Ferdinand's been dangerous so far in the early minutes of this game. He comes into tonight with 2 goals and 11 assists. Toth crosses defensive yellow line, tries to float a ball for Pereira. Bonahy gets his hands on it for the first time tonight. Montorez with the touchdown. Shot scored low, bottom corner. It's Oliveira with his 6th goal of the season. Quick transition, quick play, and the opening goal is found. gets a touch inward and then just slots it to Chris Toth's right hand side. That's well done.
His sixth goal of the season.
Shot for the Stars doesn't result in much. Transition out the other way. Milwaukee has found success when scoring first in games. 6-1-1 on the season when they're able to do so. Briscoe the long target. Briscoe waits too long. Challenge tackled by Correa. And that's Cesar Correa from Milwaukee, not to get confused with Adrian Correa with the Tacoma Stars. Huffman. Good ball off the boards to center it. It's well played from Alex Steinwasser. Here's Tyler John on a breakout. John with speed, John with power. His shot blocked, bounces around. Canale tries to get a strike. And Bonaheny is able to scoop that up and distribute. John called on the foul in the midfield.
Foul charge to Stars number 14, Tyler John. For John, that's his first.
Grable diagonal ball. Toth with the catch as the header couldn't be brought down by Nunez. Tough challenge with Ramon Torres in your back pocket. Rivers plays back for Jones. Toth plays Correa off the wall. Stars, odd man rush. They got numbers. Correa wanted to go right to Jones. He keeps it. And now the Stars reset. First time tonight that they're able to get some offense moving around the perimeter. Correa walks himself forward. Jones goes back for Toth. Caceres slips on. Pereira on. Diagonal ball. Torres the target. 2016 MLS Cup hero, Ramon Torres. Spur plays off the windows looking for Pereira. Long ball, Steinwasser at the target. Settling, posting up Hansen. This is Alex Steinwasser. Chip ball forward. Caceres settles, goes back for Toth. He's pressured by Ludwig. Hansen, first time ball goes long. little bit of confusion on the field. Whistle was blown as there was a thought that there was a 3-line violation. Chase Hansen was in front of the defensive yellow line as he released that ball. So now it's a drop ball that's going to get played back for Chris Toth. Tacoma Stars going to be back under possession here. And Toth is going to not go for it immediately, try and save his possession. Ramos goes sliding. He's got Brame forward. Diagonal ball. Canali, it's behind him. He's got to wait for it.
The last call on the field was an inadvertent whistle that resulted in a drop ball.
Pereira lays off for Jones, deflected up and over the top netting. It's into the glass. Take a quick pause in the action, a media timeout on the floor. We're going to take a break. Don't go anywhere. It's the Tacoma Stars right here on MASL TV.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
The Tacoma Stars are back and they're ready to turn things up a notch. Don't miss out on your chance to see the Stars in action live this season at the Accesso Showwear Center. Experience the fast-paced action of Tacoma Stars soccer for yourself. Head to www.tacomastars.com or call 253-856-6999 to get your tickets to an upcoming game today.
Back here in the Accesso Showwear Center in Kent, whistle blown right off the restart. There was a quick foul. Take another look at this replay. Briscoe goes up, Bennett with the shoulder. That gets whistled down, Tacoma Stars ball. MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League, all the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. Here's Mendoza. Stars unable to find a footing so far in this game. Halfway through the first quarter. Toth, he's going to cross over the midway stripe. Plays down to the corner for John. Toth needs to stay forward to be that support. John gets taken off his feet, whistle blown. Stars are going to have a free kick from just outside the yellow line on the attacking third. Caceres over the top. Pereira late to slip on. Diagonal ball for Mendoza. He tries to lay back for Correa. This is Bennett. Caceres looking to turn. Hansen for Pereira. Pereira taken to ground, no call, clean tackle. Bad sub, Hansen's caught out, one-on-one opportunity, Toth gets put around, he's on the ground, the second chance effort. Milwaukee doubles their lead. Stuart Grable gets their first goal of the season. It was Javier Steinwasser who was able to get through, get in behind. He goes around Toth, but he got himself caught in the turf. Take another look at this. Waits for this ball to come through. He's going to go around Toth. Ball gets stopped on his shot attempt, but Grable was chasing it up. Right now, Chris Toth is holding on to his shoulder, right side, as he tried to dive for that ball and stay in play. He is getting treatment as we speak on the field. Take 10, that's all the time you'll need for Eric Bergruds to take you inside the game and to get to know some of the big stars advancing the sport on and off the field. 10 for 10 airs weekly on MASL TV. And we'll see if the Tacoma Stars are going to take a look for backup goalkeeper Luis Beretta to enter the game. Stars trailing 2-0. 5:51 to play in the first quarter. Chris Toth remains getting that shoulder worked on, trying to do everything he can right now to keep himself in the game. Both teams at their benches talking things over. Nick Pereira drawing things up for the Tacoma Stars. But if you're Giuliano Olivero for Milwaukee, you are finding yourself in a place that you want to be. 2-0 up, 5:51 to play in the first quarter. Milwaukee gets off to hot starts. So they find themselves with 8 wins so far on the season. Chris Toth back up to his feet now. Assessing if he's going to stay in this game as he holds on to the top of his right shoulder. Green Drop offers a better alternative than the outdated compression sleeves and socks, truly providing long-lasting relief at an affordable price. Green Drop's recovery products are uniquely suited to help our athletes battle aching joints and muscles. Learn more or try it yourself by visiting greendropcompression.com. Chris Toth so far showing no indication that he wants to come off the field. I think he's going to have to be heavily convinced by the training staff here with Tacoma Stars to actually come off the field. One of the best goalkeepers MASL has ever seen. A fierce competitor. And it looks like he's going to head towards the bench. That might be the end of the night for Chris Toth. Luis Beretta is going to make his way to the field. And the fans deliver a round of applause for Chris Toth. Beretta's got 3 games played on the season. He's conceded 19 goals on 39 shots attempt. He's got 20 saves. We'll see if he can handle this high-octane attack that Milwaukee has to offer. Rivers in the corner. Brame for Spur. Beretta. Long diagonal ball, finds it perfectly. It's Brame. Brame with a shot. Great save. Bouncing ball. Rivers over the top. Jones wanted to take it down with the outside of his foot. He couldn't. Counterattack, shot just wide. It was a perfectly placed ball. Alex Strainwasher put that ball on a dime, little diagonal pass. Here's the Beretta diagonal ball for Brame. That counterattack coming the other way. Nearly picture perfect. Up the boards, John the target. John turns on Ferdinand. John tries to go near side, gets it back. Plays a ball just into space and nobody's home. Torres has to chase it down. Canale goes around one. Canale for Hansen in the middle. And Bennett makes his way through about 4 Tacoma Stars. Collides with Caceres. He stays down. Right foot strike. Beretta with a save. Whistle blown. Caceres still on the ground after colliding with Ian Bennett. This ball comes across. Here's the save for Beretta. Good catch. Strong feet. Holds his ground and is able to make the save. Caceres back up to his feet, heads over to the bench. Mendoza for Jones. This is Pereira. Correa goes around one, goes near side boards. Pereira in the center. Mendoza plays the ball across. Maybe looking for a little header back for Brame. Mendoza forward for Pereira. And a good save coming out. Ramos wants to go forward. Still trying. Great defense from Steinwasser. Beretta just lobs the ball into space. Was hoping that Ramos made the run up the wall. Pereira called for a foul against the boards. I thought he had the initial position, but that high arm comes in. Challenge on Cesar Correa. Jones battles for position. Briscoe came out with a sliding challenge. Ball stayed in place of Nunez. Dangerous area. Beretta rolls that out. Jones trying to get past Nunez. Rivers gets through a double team. Back for Hansen. He centers it. Spur gets on top of it and just misses right off the red post. Briscoe, scissor kick as he tries to bring it down. The volley's too high. Couple of dangerous opportunities for Tacoma. 2 minutes in this first quarter. Briscoe. Shot goes backside. Stars are only playing with 4. Brame slips on late. Here's Pereira. Briscoe gets his feet taken out from under him. Spur and Briscoe go for a change. That was well done from that unit on the Tacoma Stars. Most dangerous that we've seen them be so far in this opening 13 plus minutes. Mendoza was open in the middle. This Milwaukee team likes to double team. Canali and Mendoza win a challenge. Caceres. Beretta goes on the ground. Pereira. Look at the yellow shirts around him. Just Brahim knew to just switch it. 4 shirts right in front of him within 4 yards. Knew that there had to be space somewhere. 55 seconds to play in the first quarter. Stars clearly trying to attack space with this high press. Here comes Pereira trying to avoid a double team. Right off his line, Williamson chasing. Caceres settles. Frame goes long and diagonal, and Pereira chases down. Back to goal, Pereira. He's got Correa in support. Pereira still trying to turn, taken off of his feet. Here's Torres with a shot. Short side window. Williamson with a header. Jones wants to center it. 5 seconds to play. Torres lines up another one, and it deflects. Watch out, Pete Richmeyer. Jones going to try and lob this in for one more attempt. It's blocked. And that's going to sound the horn. The first quarter has concluded. The Milwaukee Wave find themselves up 2-0 after the opening 15. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more MASL action right here on MASL TV.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
The Tacoma Stars are back and they're ready to turn things up a notch. Don't miss out on your chance to see the Stars in action live this season at the Accesso Showwear Center. Experience the fast-paced action of Tacoma Stars soccer for yourself. Head to www.tacomasstars.com or call 253-856-6999 to get your tickets to an upcoming game today.
Biggest storyline from that opening first quarter is Chris Toth. Chris Toth picked up an injury. He's found himself over on the bench and been getting treatment ever since. Stepped out onto the field and was doing some exercises there in between quarters. Luis Beretta has been the goalkeeper that they have called on now. He's the backup goalkeeper on the bench, playing in just his 4th game so far this season. Catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV and CBS Sports Golazo Network. Alex Bashavansky and Phil Levanko are joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's games and discuss the league's hot topics. We'll talk about tonight's games later on in the broadcast and let a few of them start to trickle down, see what kind of scores come in. Last night's game, Utica City topped the Baltimore Blast 8-3, and the Kansas City Comets topped San Diego at home 9-6. So a couple of good matchups across MASL. Today, San Diego was at St. Louis. Dallas was at Texas. And the third game of the night, Milwaukee here on the road against the Tacoma Stars, where they find themselves with a 2-goal lead. John diagonals, he slips on after the kickoff. John wants it on his left foot. Him and Ramos, little overlapping run, trying to figure things out between the two of them. Ramos, a guy who used to lead the league in shots attempted year after year. Here's a ball off the near side boards. And a good, clean save. Diagonal ball backwards, looking for Williamson, doesn't find it. John settles, triple team. Quick pressure. John does enough to win it back. Spur goes horizontal on the ground. Here's Ramos. Stars need to try and break out. Spur, first time. John outside the foot, he settles with the thigh. Ball still bouncing. Henny is able to come out and make the save. Maybe a little hurt. Henny was able, getting up a little bit slow. He's grabbing that right knee, but he distributed before a 5-second penalty. Off camera, he's still in the back, crouching down. Stars in possession. Canale fouled and restarts quickly. Henny needs to collect himself. He's still wincing in pain. Here's Canale. And cleared away by Alex Sanchez. Henny not called into action. Briscoe was making a run, wasn't ready for that ball from Rivers. Stars maintain possession. Canale. Such a good player with the sole of his foot. Takes a strike, just misses out. Shouts for a handball. Questions on whether or not there was going to be a replay. Not Alex Sanchez. Troy Morrison stayed down long after that play, and now as the free kick gets reset, Ferdinand stands over the ball, and Morrison finds his way over towards the bench. Henny. Jones does well enough, gets fouled.
Foul. Milwaukee number 44, Alex Steinwasser. For Steinwasser, his first foul of the night.
Beretta, right foot, off of the left-hand boards. Correa comes crashing in. Henny thought about picking it up, just crossed over the line, so he's going to watch it and then play away with his feet. Torres in behind. Looking like a true number 9 striker there. The former MLS center back. Mendoza with a jersey pull. It's an automatic blue card. Stars go on the penalty kill. It was tactical. Nunez was in behind. It would have been a 2-on-0. Mendoza had to do what he did, and the Stars played down a man for the next 2 minutes.
Tacoma, 2 minutes for holding.
Once again, they call the field blue card issued to Stars number 22, Nani Mendoza for holding. Blue card. Stars number 22, Nani Mendoza for holding.
So a power play right here for the Milwaukee Wave. 3 for 7 on the road when it comes to power play attempts. 6 for 14 overall. Very consistent in that split.
Stars fans, don't forget we have our Spuds penalty killers out on the field right now. If the Stars kill the penalty, you all win a small pizza courtesy of Spuds.
Tacoma Stars lead the league in shorthanded goals, so watch out if you're Milwaukee. Tyler John's got 2, Adrian Correa has 1, the only team in the league that has multiple. Left foot shot, Beretta. He extends just wide. Ferdinand, Bennett. Bennett's got space, he tees one up and it's just over the top.
60 seconds remaining in Milwaukee's
Huffman.
play. 60 seconds.
Plays back. This is Sanchez. Ferdinand. Carvalho. Patient from Milwaukee. Bennett blocked by Caceres. Huffman gets things restarted. Just over 30 seconds in the power play. Beretta with a save to his left-hand side. That's well done. Tacoma 3 for 5 this season at home on the penalty kill. Trying to make it 4 for 6. Can't do it. Free kick splits the wall. Beretta gets beat. What a strike. Just taking advantage of what's right in front of you. Beretta off of his line. Take a look here. Straight from the corner. Slides it in between the wall. Couple of players in the way. No problem for Ferdinand. Takes advantage of the shorthand Stars. Beretta under pressure. Ramos turns at space, plays Jones.
Watch out.
Grebel puts the ball into the stands. He's a goal scorer tonight. Didn't look like it much on that attempt. Tried to play a long ball to the other side of the field. It found its way into the 4th row. Nolly turns, well done, it was slick, but it was an even better defensive effort from Oliveira. Briscoe. Chaos in the corner. Whistle blown. Brame doesn't think that there's much to it. Carvalho maybe made a business decision there going to ground, winning the free kick in a dangerous area. Turnover there could have led to a Star shot. Rivers settles with his chest. Mendoza plays him back. Rivers full speed ahead. He's brought down by Ferdinand. Tell you what, this Milwaukee team, high pressure, good tackles. They score a lot of goals, but they are built on quality defense. This is Bennett. Been at over 200 games played in MASL. Williamson into the attack. Williamson lines one up. It goes backside. Strike from distance. Briscoe gets a deflection. Here's Briscoe, all by himself. Calls his own number off the board. He's being chased down. Briscoe brought to ground. No call. Morrison. Challenger. Here's John. John's taken off of his feet. And a blue card for Milwaukee. It's Alex Sanchez. He went to ground. John was passed and in on goal. Very similar situation to what we saw with Nani Mendoza just about 4 minutes ago. Here's John. First touch goes through. And there's that tackle.
Once again, the call on the field is a blue card charged to Milwaukee Wave, number 80, Alex Sanchez for tripping. Blue card, Milwaukee Wave, number 80, Alex Sanchez. That'll bring up a 2-minute power play.
Stars on the power play. 5 for 15 so far this season. Not a great success rate for the Tacoma Stars when they go up a man. Here's Spur. Great save from Bonaheny. All cleared. Caceres settles. Stars just 2 for 5 at home on the power play. Caceres for Spur. Mendoza down low. Caceres left foot strike. Caceres has a great finesse shot. Look for a left-footed curler if he's got enough space. Spur strike. Just over the upper bins. Ramos for Caceres. Walks it forward. Spur again, same shot. Bonaheny pushes it over. That's well done. And we got a timeout on the field. We'll step aside, take a break. When we come back, the remainder of that power play and the remainder of the first half, don't go anywhere. It's the MASL on MASL TV.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
The Tacoma Stars are back and they're ready to turn things up a notch. Don't miss out on your chance to see the Stars in action live this season at the Accesso Showwear Center. Experience the fast-paced action of Tacoma Stars soccer for yourself. Head to www.tacomasstars.com or call 253-856-6999 to get your tickets to an upcoming game today.
Welcome back into the Accesso Showwear Center in Kent, Washington. It's the Milwaukee Wave leading 3-0 over the home side Tacoma Stars. Tacoma on the power play for just about 46 more seconds. A corner on the way from the far side of your screen as Bonaheny was able to make a great save on Willie Spur and pushed it up and over the top. Caceres over the top of the ball. Pereira Mendoza to his left. Spur and Ramos top of the arc. Pereira runs up over the top of it. He tries to center it. Doesn't make its way over to Ramos. Mendoza with a strike. Bonaheny, great save. 2 hands to it. This Milwaukee side is 1 for 4 on the penalty kill on the road. So a small sample size, but looking to try and keep that success rate alive. Pereira, overlapping run. Mendoza. Five seconds on the power play. That's just about going to do it. Might have one more shot attempt. Pereira goes driving in. This is Caceres. And we're back to even strength, but Mendoza on the backside. Great save, Bonaheny. Spur taken off of his feet. No whistle. Ramos still under possession. Challenge flag has been thrown. We're going to get video review to take a look at it, see if Willie Spur was fouled in that buildup. Maybe the Stars are going to find themselves with a penalty shot. So we saw Milwaukee lose their challenge a minute into the game. It was 58 seconds when they wanted to review a Chris Toth handling.
Challenging for potential handball outside the area.
And we're not looking to see if it was a foul on Willie Spur, but we are looking to see if it was a handball outside the area. And the Tacoma Stars bench is protesting that that's not what they're challenging.
Previous play for a potential handball.
Our referee crew understands that they are looking for the foul, according, at least if I'm reading hand signals appropriately. Every time the word handling has been said over the PA here, Alex Caceres has said no very intently. So as this power play ends, this ball's going to come backside for Nani Mendoza. Missed opportunity there. Now it's going to get recentered off the wall. Here's Spur. Spur gets his feet taken out from under him. Perhaps we'll have a definitive angle so we get closer to the action. Nani Mendoza with a great opportunity here. Look at the save. Bonaheny with a great athletic ability to make sure that the clean sheet is staying safe. And it looks like it was a review for handling after all. Tacoma Stars seemed that they wanted to review the foul on Willie Spur.
On review, we have a 2-minute for a handball outside the area. The restart will be a shootout. Tacoma retains their challenge.
So the challenge is won. It's successful from the Tacoma Stars. Bonaheny is going to have to serve a 2-minute blue card. We're going to have a shootout attempt here. Oh, so similar to what we saw in Milwaukee. Augie Ray is going to be called upon yet again. He made a massive save on Nick Pereira, but Nick Pereira is going to go to the bench, and Willie Spur is going to be able to take the shootout here. So Augie Ray, hero in the last game, stopped a Nick Pereira penalty in a tie game with 10 seconds remaining in regulation. Willie Spur is going to get a chance here on the shootout. If he's unsuccessful, the Stars will restart on a power play. If he is successful, Augie Ray will come out of the sin bin. Excuse me. Bonaheny will come out of the sin bin. Augie Ray will remain on the field if he's able to make a save here. Spur on the run-up. Saved by Ray. Still time to be had. Spur tried the second chance effort, but Augie Ray is successful yet again. This man is a shootout machine. So another power play opportunity for these Tacoma Stars just moments after the last one ended. Pereira on the run-up.
forget fans, we are in a 2-minute El Toro power play. If the Stars score on this
Penalty kill was successful for the last Milwaukee penalty. Tacoma Stars hopefully can score in a man-up situation across 4 minutes. Here's Pereira, saved Augie Ray. They'll say a lot about this Milwaukee defense if they're able to keep the Tacoma Stars scoreless. Caceres with a strike, and he goes low, and he beats Augie Ray. Stars on the board. Talked about Alex Caceres being a finesse finisher. He placed that one well. Maybe there was a deflection on the way through. Takes a left-footed strike, and maybe it just misses out on everything. Augie Ray had to try and make an awkward, uncomfortable save, unable to. Bonaheny is back on the field. We have ourselves a new ball game. A 2-goal lead is absolutely nothing in MASL. 4:27 do we find ourselves to halftime. The next goal is going to be oh so important. Stars out. This is Rivers. Rivers has support center. He goes for goal. Chested back to himself. Taken down in the corner. Big rugby scrum. Williamson's on top of it. And I don't know the rules to rugby. I do know the rules to MASL, and that was a foul, one way or the other. Stars have a little bit of life. Here's John. Jones finds Ramos. Ramos goes off the boards. John gets a shot off. Bonaheny tried playing it off the wall, a challenging thing to do to try and read that perfectly, and John beat him to the spot, just unable to get a clean strike. Stars with a little high press of their own here. Caceres going to come all the way forward on Oliveira. Huffman settles. Ferdinand. Torres, first touch didn't find a star, but Ramos wins it on the second time. Drops back for Caceres. Mendoza for Pereira. Pereira with a turn. He takes a strike. Briscoe can't win the header. Briscoe keeps it alive, though. Hansen made a great run. Unrewarded. Caceres thought about it from the same exact spot, and he goes up and over the top. Bennett's open in the middle. Luckily, this ball goes all the way to Beretta. Carpet comes up in the corner. We're going to have a pause in the action as it gets kicked back down by Jones. See if we get a staff member to tape down the corner. Referee checked it out, deemed safe for restart. Spur dances around the high pressure. This is Brame. Bennett tracks all the way back. Stars keep hammering those near side boards. Ludwig with a shot, save Beretta. Rivers sticks a foot out on the bouncing ball, wins the Stars possession, but just for the moment. This is Williamson. Spur takes it off Bennett's foot. And the Wave back under. Here's the Stars sending the attack forward. Correa slows things down. Under 90 seconds in the first half. Caceres, Canale in a triple team of yellow. Torres thought about it from distance. Correa off the boards. Bonaheni bobbles it. Able to keep it under. Caceres chases down this long throw. Plays for Beretta. Hansen, one-touch pass for Canale. Works out well. Canale's strike. It's just wide. Williamson can't settle. This is Pereira. The Stars can get one here. That would be something. Whistle blown. Stopping the action. There's a challenge flag thrown by the Tacoma Stars. See if we can get clear indication as what this is thrown for.
Tacoma's challenging for a blue card.
So the challenge flag was thrown. Tacoma hoping that a blue card gets called. Is this the question? Caceres being held as he's in behind in seemingly a one-on-one opportunity. I don't know if there's enough to call that, but maybe a quick decision made.
The call on the field stands. No blue card, not enough evidence to overturn.
So the Tacoma Stars throw a challenge flag. It is denied. Both teams out of challenges for the remainder of the game. If we do get any more video review, it will be dictated by our match officials. .33 seconds to play here in the first half. Tacoma Stars had some really good opportunities within the last minute or so to try and make this a one-goal contest. Milwaukee doesn't look as hot as they once did, once leading 3-0 and dominating every single facet of the game. Back-to-back blue cards really got the Tacoma Stars back in the swing of things. Here's Caceres up the wall. Rivers lets it run, but it's just a bit too fast for him. He has to chase it all the way down to the corner. Drop back for Hansen. He can't win it. Ferdinand pokes it away. Beretta's got 15 seconds. He sends long. Caceres the target. Bonaheni catches and now goes for the big throw. Correa plays back for Jones. He watches the clock run out. And we have ourselves a 3-1 ball game following the first 30 minutes of tonight. So far, no fireworks, similar to what we saw last time these two teams met in Milwaukee just a month ago. But we have a good contest on our hands. The Milwaukee Wave are showing why they are an 8-win team so far this season. Starting out hot, moving the ball quick, high-flying defense, an excellent side so far, and we should have an exciting second half on our hands. Don't go anywhere. Second half action, a lot of halftime content coming up, and your star of the night is coming up next here from the Accesso Showwear Center in Kent, Washington. You're watching MASL TV.
back, everybody. This is MASL in 5. I'm Alex Bastivansky. It is great to see you again. I'm going to break down everything that's gone down in the league for you over the past week, and I just need 5 minutes to do it. Let's go.
We are going to pick first Rion Marquez from the Kansas City Comets.
We're going with Vinny Dantas.
Vinny Dantas, keeping it in the family with Utica City FC.
The MASL held its all-star draft this past week. Team Nick Pereira took Rion Marquez of the KC Comets first overall. It's not tough to understand why Rion's second overall in league scoring right now with 30 points. Team Kelvin Oliveira picked next. He kept it in-house as he took teammate Vinny Dantas. 11 points on the season for Vinny, but he brings so much more to the table than just scoring. Such experience from the UCFC man. Watch the full broadcast. It's still available on MASL TV. Some fascinating picks. And of course, this will all come together on Wednesday in Utica, New York. The MASL All-Star Extravaganza featuring an All-Star Skills Challenge. The All-Star Game at 7:15 p.m. followed by the All-Star Fan Fest in Utica, February 12th. Can't wait. Who's hot right now? Frank Taillou from the St. Louis Ambush extended his point streak to 11 games last week in a big way. 4 goals, 1 assist for 5 points in the win over the Harrisburg Heat. Craig Childs, Captain Craig from the San Diego Sockers, was a monster in the Sockers win over the Tacoma Stars. He had the overtime winner in the contest. 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points overall in the game. Also, Juan Pereira from the Baltimore Blast continuing to be hot for the Blast, who are just hot overall. Their massive 9-3 win over Milwaukee last week. Juan, 2 goals, 1 assist, 3 points in the game. David Ortiz of the Texas Outlaws. First of all, congratulations, Texas, on picking up your first win of the season over the Dallas Sidekicks. David, 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points, and that had to be even sweeter considering they won in that Dallas derby against their crosstown rivals. But we got to mention Jamie Lovegrove as well from the Dallas Sidekicks, who just, the ageless wonder, continues to get it done. 1 goal and 2 assists for 3 points in that tight loss against the Texas Outlaws. Your scoring leaders right now, Kelvin Oliveira continues to lead the way with 31 points, followed closely by Rion Marquez, then Marco Fabian with 29 points, and Sanchez of the Wave with 26. Let's take a look at the players of the week, brought to you by Green Drop. In goal, Nicolau Neto. Defensively, Nacho Flores, and offensively, Rion Marquez. It is a KC Comets sweep this week. Rion Marquez, just a dynamo on the floor in 2 Comets wins. 3 goals, 5 assists for 8 total points for the man who has just mentioned is second in league scoring right now. Defensively, Nacho Flores, 3 goals, 3 assists for the Comets, and just as importantly, 2 blocks, getting the job done. And getting the start in goal was Nicolau Neto, and he came up massive for the Comets. Is in those 2 wins, 13 saves, allowing just 4 goals. Time now for the plays of the week.
Corner to Alami. Alami skirts it through into Justin Stinson. The Stinger with his second goal of the third quarter. It's a power play goal for the Empire.
Out with it. Pass by Harris. Touched by De Silva. Villa makes it 2-1.
It's back in December. Been back the last 5. Now Lovegrove looking for the lead.
Spur now takes the measure of Morgan. Fires it off the wall, deflected in! Right over the hand of Pardo. He saw it, but Tyler John saw it first.
City. Feed into the box. Looking for a chance and a drive and an early goal. The Outlaws grab the lead.
At 71%. And a bomb right there.
Frank Taillou, 10-game point streak. Make it 11, baby!
Here comes Luis. Morales charging. Childs scoring! In overtime! Who did it? The all-time goals leader, the pride of Poway, Craig Childs!
And that is a wrap for this week. show, but just remember all throughout the MASL season to stay up to date on everything that's going on with the league. Be sure to check out the MASL's official social media outlets. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
And it's halftime here at the Accesso Showwear Center. Thanks for tuning in to MASL TV. I'm here with goalkeeper Luis Berrueta. Luis, how's the team looking?
I think we're looking great. I brought this sweater. Nick was making fun of it, and I told him it's alpaca, but something about alpacas, they like to be together, which is something Nick always likes us to do, and he's always taught us that we're a team and not individual players, so we play for the badge.
Now let's talk about that, because not only do you suit up for the Tacoma Stars and had some incredible penalty kill shots last year, stops, you also play for the Tacoma Stars Reserves. What's it like? Like, you have a game tomorrow. You're here tonight. The Stars Reserves play tomorrow. Run us through what a weekend like that's like for you.
I don't live in Tacoma, so I drive back home sometimes, but when I'm here with the Stars, I'm always ready just in case something does happen with Chris. And then as well, for the reserves, I'm always ready to get in as long as they call me up, and I'm ready to be in there.
Now, let me ask you this. Obviously, Chris Toth is typically the starting goalkeeper. A couple times last season, on a blue card, you had to go in, stop a shootout, stop a penalty kick. How do you prepare for that when you have seconds from the bench to going in to stop a shootout? What's that like?
I think confidence, which is something Chris gives me, Nick gives me, the whole team gives me that confidence of just being able to go in at any time and try to capture the moment for the team.
Okay, so soccer goalkeeper, indoor soccer goalkeeper, which is harder, I think, than being an outdoor soccer goalkeeper. If it wasn't soccer, what would Luis play?
Sport-wise, probably basketball. I used to play basketball. I played at Davis a couple years in high school, so where Cooper Cup went.
Cooper Cup, there's a famous name for sure. Now let's talk about goalkeeping. I think probably one of the hardest jobs on the field. What made you decide that was the position you want?
I think ever since I was just a kid, I just played goalie, and I was pretty good at it, and then just trained, and I loved playing it, and I never stopped playing goalkeeper.
Okay, now I'm going to put you on the spot. Aside from Chris Toth, name one or two MASL goalkeepers that you really admire and you watch.
Well, I used to watch Danny, also playing behind Danny, so that's someone I do admire, and I've watched his highlight stuff and all that kind of stuff. I would say another goalkeeper, it just depends. There's a lot of different style goalkeepers like Neto. He's a lot taller than I am, so I try to look after the goalkeepers who are my height, my type of agility that I have. And I would say that's hard. That's a hard one.
That's a tough one, so we'll let you off the hook on that one. Folks, we're going to get back to the second half action right here on MASL TV. It's the Stars versus the Sockers.
Shot and goal. Well executed off the restart as Pereira finishes off 3-0 Baltimore.
Bing, bang, boom, right there from the top of the arc.
And it gets fuzzled. Out with it. Pass by Harris. Touched by De Silva. Villa makes it 2-1.
And that's why you can't get fancy through the Dugo. What a play by Favilla. We already talked big time about that pass earlier, Joey, but whew, that was a pretty goal too.
Missed a couple of games back in December, but he's been back the last 5. Now Lovegrove looking for the lead!
Brina. Correa dancing in. Back out to Caceres straight away. Spur now takes the measure of Morgan. Fires it off the wall! Deflected in! Right over the hand of Pardo. He saw it, but Tyler John saw it first. Got a nudge on it. 3-2. The Stars have the lead, and John's got a brace.
And a great Wallace score here.
And Ian Bennett on the power play team for Milwaukee. Sanchez, he'll fire one through, scores! I don't know if Reynoso ever saw it. It was kind of a late reaction there. Power play goal for Alex Sanchez, his 13th of the year, and Milwaukee leads it.
Should be okay after a little bit. On a bad mistake there from the Texas Outlaws. DeAndrade converts the turnover into a goal.
Anyway, you see the pressure from Colin O'Keefe. O'Keefe, a big outing in the loss to Kansas City. With feed into the box, looking for a chance and a drive and an early goal. The Outlaws grab the lead.
Play in their previous outing. De Leon into the corner to Alami. Alami skirts it through into Justin Stinson. The Stinger with his second goal of the third quarter. It's a power play goal for the Empire.
It's 3 goals that Puyo Cortez has surrendered. Paulo played the first half, led in 2. SK headed down. Tayu! Oh, more and more! It's 4! The King! Unstoppable tonight!
With 535, 8th in the league at goals against average, 4.82, 7th in save percentage at 71%. And a bomb right there. Golazo for the Savage, and they have tied it up at 1 apiece.
They tie up in the sidekick zone. Now a turnover. And the Comets grab the lead. That is a heartbreaker for the Sidekicks.
Here comes Luis. Morales charging. Childs scoring! Who did it? The captain, the all-time goals leader, the pride of Poway, Craig Childs.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
The Tacoma Stars are back and they're ready to turn things up a notch. Don't miss out on your chance to see the Stars in action live this season at the Accesso Showwear Center. Experience the fast-paced action of Tacoma Stars soccer for yourself. Head to www.tacomastars.com or call 253-856-6999 to get your tickets to an upcoming game today.
Get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on Twitter. If you were to go by either of those social handles just now, you would see some final score updates from today's game. San Diego was able to top St. Louis on the road 6-5. It took an overtime goal to get there. A golden goal winner for San Diego on the road. They lose yesterday to Kansas City. They win today over St. Louis. And Texas beats Dallas at home 7-2. Very deserving win for the Texas Outlaws. Subscribe today to MASL TV on YouTube. You'll find game rebroadcasts, MASL shows, highlights, and more. Good moment as the teams came out from their halftime talks. Whereas Luis Beretta, the backup goalkeeper who is in for the Tacoma Stars currently, Chris Toth dealing with an injury, he was beat earlier on a corner kick directly from it Ferdinand scored straight from the corner, split the wall, and it beat Luis Beretta. But Chris Toth and Luis Beretta went and visited the goal. They stood there, and Chris Toth gave some teaching moments to Luis Beretta on where he should be standing, positioning himself, etc., in order to have the most success when defending against those sort of corner situations when you have expert marksmen like Max Ferdinand lining up to take those. So that was good to see. 6 seconds in, and we find our first foul. It's the Milwaukee Wave in all yellow, Tacoma Stars in the all blue with the world-famous Argyle at the bottom of their shirts. Correa gets beat with a soul roll. Ball shot over the top. Bennett looking for a header. Carvalho wants to ride his bicycle. Just misses out. Long ball, John the target. Brame, he's played a lot of minutes today. He played for Caceres, and Caceres finds Spur just to get it back. Ramos tries a touch for himself, and it doesn't come off. Carvalho slows down play and goes backwards and diagonal for Ferdinand. Goes for a change. Pass and move is the name of the game, and sometimes that movement will take you to the bench. Long ball in, Beretta comes out, left foot. Just clears as he's trying to stride himself out. Doesn't really get a good plant on it. This ball's going to get reset to the point. Top of the arc. Huffman really taking his time lining this ball up. It's like one of the kids on the playground. They want to hit it on the valve. Runs over the top of it, sets it over, and Beretta makes a save, releases for Brame. He's in behind. First time volley. Great save. Brame takes a kick to the forehead. He's going to win the Stars a free kick. He stays down on the turf. Bonahenny with a great save on that Matt Brame volley.
The foul is called on Milwaukee, number 80, Alex Sanchez. First foul.
Brame manages to stay on the field despite the contact from the Milwaukee boot. Pereira, Mendoza, Ramos, Brame around the ball. Caceres over the top of it. Mendoza, the target. This ball's deflected away. Steinwasser in pursuit, but Mendoza plays back for Beretta. Bouncing ball, tough service. Ramos can't split through the double team. This is Steinwasser. And he pulls this ball back, waits for build-up. Thought he had some numbers forward. Instead, retreats all the way to the defensive half of the field. Waits for his teammates to get on. Nunez can't get past Jones and Mendoza, but now Mendoza doesn't know where to go. It's Nunez who gets a poke. Ball into the middle. Alex Steinwasser plays it back. First time shot, saved. Second time, saved again. Mendoza plays forward. John, can he get past Williamson? No. Beretta with some magic in those gloves. This is Oliveira. He's got a goal today. Correa goes long for Tyler John. He has an overlapping Torres, doesn't use it. All 5 Wave shirts get behind the ball. Jones reads and times the bouncing ball well. Takes it off of Ludwig. Torres invites the pressure. Wants it back, gets it back. Bennett charges in. The high pressure works from Ian Bennett. This is Williamson. Ball found its way just before the high glass starts. Maybe would have hit the netting. But it goes up and over the top for a Stars free kick. Pereira chests down the Hansen lob ball. Canale's brought to ground. Here's Hansen. And a quick breakout from the Wave. Huffman on the backside. Sanchez's shot. Beretta right-handed save. Crushing challenge. Hansen comes up with it. Correa turns. Canale looks forward. He's got Pereira down the far side flank. Pereira. Ramos wins it off of Williamson. Steinwasser showing pressure. Fast player. Pereira gets pulled to the ground. Ferdinand says no. Stars will have a free kick, and this is where Pereira shines. Here's a look on the challenge. And Ferdinand does get that right hand high. Finds itself on the back of Nick Pereira's neck. Pereira goes down. Caceres over the ball. Pereira just off to the side. It's Ramos. Bonaheny got the first time save. Stars still have the ball. That shot was right down Main Street from Ramos. No chance at beating Bonaheny. Pereira looks for a little bit of space. He set up, teed up Caceres for his right foot. Caceres, a lefty. Pereira still looking to play post up. Caceres on the left foot strike. No dice. He's called for a foul. Steinwasser hits the deck.
Now charge to Stars number 7, Alex Caceres is first.
Nunez fouled Torres while that ball was in the air.
Foul on Milwaukee Wave number 29, Salvador Nunez. For Nunez, that's his second foul of the night.
Jones can't get the free kick past the wall. Beretta picks up, rolls out Jones immediately. The Stars trying to get in behind. Nunez recovers. Saw a lot of high press from Milwaukee in the first half. Not as much here in the second half. They sat in a low block, trying to make the Tacoma Stars score. Briscoe wears a heavy challenge from Ferdinand. Kai Briscoe, the rookie. And that man is a human cannonball so far this season. Everything he does is at 100 miles an hour. University of Washington product. Also played a little bit with Ballard FC. There's the challenge again. Ramos, dangerous position. Brame, circle the wagons. Goes all the way down for Pereira, near side. Caceres on his left. Brame from distance, it's too high. MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League, all the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. Bennett crashed into the boards. Good strike, Beretta doing just enough to make the saves. Both of those balls just wide of the goal, but Beretta comes scrambling out to scoop it up. Good switching pressure from Milwaukee. Spur and Jones couldn't handle it. Spur trying to maintain possession here off of Bennett, but Rivers does the job. Rivers with a foul. This Milwaukee team, I mean, high pressing in the Stars' defensive end, just trying to pick up the ball, take shots. Love seeing this style of soccer. Another errant long pass from the Milwaukee side into the crowd. But we have made our way to the media timeout, so we'll step aside, take a break. Don't go anywhere. It's Stars Wave right here on MASL TV.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
The Tacoma Stars are back and they're ready to turn things up a notch. Don't miss out on your chance to see the Stars in action live this season at the Accesso Showwear Center. Experience the fast-paced action of Tacoma Stars soccer for yourself. Head to www.tacomastars.com or call 253-856-6999 to get your tickets to an upcoming game today.
You just saw there that the MASL All-Star Game is heading to Utica, New York on February 12th, 2025. Follow the MASL on social media for updates on tickets, rosters, and more. Nick Pereira, one of the captains of the MASL All-Star Game. A couple of stars represented there between himself, Chris Toth, and Stefan Mijatovic. No Chris Toth tonight. He was injured in the first quarter. About 10 minutes through the opening of this game. Looks like a shoulder injury from what we've seen, but Chris Toth got a towel around his neck, and he handed the keys to the car to the young one, Luis Beretta. John looking for danger. Back for Hansen. Open Caceres. Hansen was looking for the back post. Tyler John came sliding in. Sanchez goes 5-hole. Makes it 4-1. Milwaukee Wave on the road. Playing some dominant indoor soccer. It's all starting on the defensive end. Quick transition. And that beats Beretta just through his legs.
14th goal of the season.
Here it is again. Just beats Hansen with his feet. Shoots it right underneath Beretta. Alex Sanchez. Maybe another opportunity here. Huffman turns. Huffman with a strike. Beretta with a save. Mendoza and Jones link up. Jones looking for support. Williamson's header goes out of play. Stars earlier today were finding a lot of success playing into open space and running onto it. They were inviting pressure. Mendoza with a strike. Second chance effort from Torres, no. They invited the double team to come in high press. It's allowed Tacoma to just hit a ball into some open real estate and run onto. Haven't found that formula in the second half. Here's Bennett. Left foot shot. Beretta makes the first save. Sliding effort. Torres still trying to push it away. Nunez denied on the doorstep. Briscoe teams up with Torres. This is Bennett. He won't miss twice, but a sliding challenge from Rivers says no. Beretta slows down a high-octane shot. Diagonal ball, Pereira brings it down beautifully. His shot bobbles and deflects towards Correa. Caceres settles. Under 5 to play in this third quarter. Pereira's strike just misses out on the near post. Correa wins the ball, taken off of his feet. Free kick for the Stars.
Now charge to Milwaukee, number 23, Max Ludwig for this second.
Beretta way off of his line. Uh-oh, trouble's brewing. Chip ball up top. Stars are dodging bullets. Here's Ramos coming out the other way. Milwaukee retreats well. Pereira with a strike, turning, firing. Great save from Bonaheny.
In the mini ball toss cleanup crew, please head to the field door in section 108. Once again, if you are participating in the mini ball toss cleanup crew, please head to field door in section 108. Thank you.
Stars don't have numbers back. Beretta has to come out, make his presence known. Just gave enough pressure for Milwaukee to be uncomfortable. Here's another high-pressing double team. Huffman shot, Beretta save, good catch. A lot of this high press has been led from Javier Steinwasser. Just a great combination of speed and physicality. John finds one off the near post, and it's finished by Alessandro Canale. A little Wallace scorer for your Saturday night. Just under the 3-minute mark, and the Stars find themselves scratching their way back into this game. Here's John firing a shot right off that near side corner. Canale just gets himself into enough of a position, a light touch that just slices its way through the air, up and over the top of Bonaheny.
Assisted by number 14, Tyler John.
Rivers, he runs on. He's got Mendoza to his left if he sees it. Rivers with a shot, Bonaheny save. Briscoe plays for Rivers. He goes to ground. Rivers' strike misses the upper corner. Whistle blown with an injured Wave just outside the area. I believe it's Oliveira. Training staff being waved on. ready to get things reset. Stars have their 5 on the field. Mendoza, Pereira, Brame, Caceres, Ramos. Pereira off the wall for Brame. No, Ramos gets it all the way top of the arc. It was a great set piece setup and a good run. Brame just couldn't get to the right spot. Whistle blown as Brame went in on a high kick. Got Steinwasser also in on a high kick. Just a 50-50 challenge. Unfortunate for the Tacoma Stars.
For Brown, his second.
Bennett misses on the near post. He can't believe himself. Mendoza gets stripped of possession. Bennett wants another. Carvalho turns. Brame with a challenge. John plays behind Briscoe. And Morrison has to chase this all the way back. Ian Bennett, 211 games played as of today. 406 career goals, 90 assists. Blue card shown, too many men on the field. And a mistake that Milwaukee cannot afford. If this turns into a 4-3 game, they're going to find themselves in some trouble. Stars with a good opportunity to take back this game at the Accesso Showwear Center.
Your attention please, a blue card has been charged. The Milwaukee Wave for too many men on the field. Blue card.
Stars scored on the power play earlier. It was Caceres. It was their second power play attempt in the second quarter.
That will bring up a 2-minute.
The first power play was fended off by Milwaukee. So we'll see what this power play holds in store for us. If it goes the distance, it will carry to the fourth quarter. But Ramos wants to end it early, but it's a great save from Bonaheny. Long distance shot, well wide. Beretta settles. Pereira, the point man. 45 seconds in the third quarter. Mendoza for Caceres. It's Pereira. Swing pass, one more. Spur, great touch. He's going to have a strike. Top of the windows. Caceres, a volley, no. Caceres, another opportunity. His strike blocked away. 20 seconds in this third quarter. Spur wants it on the right foot and curls, and that might be just enough to end this quarter. Bonaheny is going to throw this downfield. Beretta settles and has no time to play forward. And that ends the third quarter. The Stars within 2, 40 seconds on the power play when we return back from this commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We have a fun one on our hands. 15 more minutes of regulation here at the Accesso Showwear Center in Kent, Washington. You are watching MASL TV.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
The Tacoma Stars are back and they're ready to turn things up a notch. Don't miss out on your chance to see the Stars in action live this season at the Accesso Showwear Center. Experience the fast-paced action of Tacoma Stars soccer for yourself. Head to www.tacomastars.com or call 253-856-6999 to get your tickets to an upcoming game today.
Just let it fly. Here comes on the bounce. Double short. That's going to do it. That does it. We're going to bring our hungry hippos onto the field. Once again, all successful tosses that taken inside the vehicle will be collected, and we will have the random drawing. And we'll announce our winners soon. Thank you so much for participating in the Tacoma Stars mini ball toss.
Age-old tradition of the Tacoma Stars mini ball toss at the end of the third quarter before the fourth quarter begins. One of the better traditions in all of sports. In today's edition, the Milwaukee Wave helped out some fans by picking up some balls and throwing them inside that car. One of those balls that is thrown into the car will be drawn in a raffle for fans to win all sorts of prizes.
It is so good during halftime. Let's hear it one more time for Thurston County Youth Football League Rams cheer team.
Milwaukee Wave leading 4-2 with 15 minutes to play in regulation. It was a 3-0 lead after about midway through the second quarter. Oliveira scored in the first. Stuart Grabble scored in the first quarter as well with 5:51, and it was on that play that Chris Toth got injured. Chris Toth had to come out at the 5:51 mark in the first quarter. Mendoza went into the box on a blue card. This allowed Ferdinand to score on a shorthanded Tacoma Stars. It was a 5-on-4 straight from the corner kick. After that, back-to-back blue cards led to the Tacoma Stars scoring on a power play. It was Caceres threading a ball perfectly through into the lower corner. Third quarter came and went. Saw Sanchez be able to net a goal as well as Canali on an assist from Tyler John off the boards. This is that play now. Tyler John sets up Canali in the middle. Maybe a mistouch. I'm sure that Canali wanted to hit that with some more power. But hey, any way it gets to the back of the net should be more than fine. The Tacoma Stars have 39 seconds remaining on this power play. It was a too many men on the field infraction for Milwaukee. And the Stars are underway. See if they can get one or two more shots. Try and make this a one-goal game. Best opportunity right now to stay in this thing. "15 seconds with the man advantage. Stars have yet to pepper a shot. "5 seconds remain. Herrera's cross can't get there. Caceres with a strike. It's off the boards. Stars unable to do damage up a man. Now here's an odd man rush. It's a 2-on-1. Centered, and Steinwasser couldn't get there. Barreto with a big save. Ramos chests it right back to him. Stars wanted a handball on Steinwasser as he spun through the crowd. Spur long diagonal ball as John steps on, but it doesn't reach. Ramos cleans it up underneath. Backside effort from Ramos. Nobody home. Mendoza plays a ball that kisses the top of the glass. Spur and John thought they won a challenge in a double team. Huffman went down, and the whistle was blown.
Foul charge, the Stars number 14, Tyler John. For John, that's his second foul of the night.
Carvalho goes square all the way across the field. This is Sanchez. Jones with good positioning takes that ball off Carvalho. Beretta plays John. He centers for Canale. This is Jones. He's got Briscoe. He's got John. John goes to ground. Bonaheny scoops it up. Another shout that he was outside the area. Not this time. Ferdinand turns. Briscoe challenges. Briscoe looks up. Has John in the middle. That ball hits him. Briscoe. Bonaheny, good save. Kai Briscoe plays square for Canale. Things settle down. Great shot, Caceres. Williamson goes sliding through. Briscoe gets hammered. And they're going to call a foul on Kai Briscoe even though he was setting the pass. He came in 100 miles an hour. As mentioned previously, he only plays at one speed. And he needs to be pulled away by Alessandro Canale and get sent back into a good defensive position. Here he comes again on this header. And this time, Briscoe's fouled.
Foul on Milwaukee number 40, Troy Morrison. For Morrison his first.
Kai Briscoe has been an excellent rookie since he has come onto the scene this season. Fresh 5 on the field for the Stars. Caceres, Ramos, Canale, Brame, Pereira. Pereira backing down Williamson. Two big bodies. Great centered cross. Brame does well taking away the boards. Ramos puts it on his left, takes a strike. Bonaheny with a good push save that just comes down off that plexiglass above the goal. Most goalkeepers, when they push that ball up, it's going to go into that upper netting. He did a good job bringing that ball down at just the right angle. Beretta's got to chase this down because Caceres had a missed touch off the boards. Beretta plays that ball long. And there's shouts from the Milwaukee bench that Beretta was in the defensive third behind that yellow line. But that far side official had a great angle. Pereira nearly won a stiff challenge. Wave keep it alive. Nunez plays back for Sanchez. Sanchez goes past Pereira. Nunez again. This is Oliveira. The Wave don't mind playing patient with a 2-goal lead. 10.5 minutes to play. Bennett makes a run into the middle. Ferdinand can't get past Beretta. That's well done from the young goalkeeper. Stars get some changes. Pereira and Ramon Torres. Hansen's got to go cross court to Jones. He's got Bennett in tow. Strike from Mendoza, and it's off the crossbar. Bonaheny fell awkwardly and was a little slow to get up. He was dealing with a knee issue a little bit ago, earlier in this game. But he has played excellent tonight. Unofficial stat count right now shows 29 shots on goal for the Tacoma Stars. That indicates that Bonaheny is in the realm of about 27 saves. Beretta makes a great save. Rivers running down these near side boards. Rivers needs support in the center. And he's got to slow down, nobody home. He goes cross diagonal. John turns in on his left. John with a strike and a good sliding challenge from Oliveira. Caceres gets bodied by Carvalho. He's talking after the play too. We'll see how that works out between these two. So far, the kids have played nice today following that matchup on January 18th. Get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on Twitter. Tyler John, moments ago, put one on his left foot, had a strike. Oliveira blocked it. This time, couldn't get the strike off. Steinwasser goes wide. That's Alex Steinwasser this time. It's been Javier Steinwasser every other time, seemingly. And Alex Steinwasser can't get past Beretta. Score stays at 4-2. Stars fighting for their lives. Williamson wins a header. Goes around Torres, who comes in with a challenge. Beretta comes out and scoops. Bennett, dangerous spot. Misses the upper V. Morrison gets pulled down. Foul called. 7:15 to play. Canale can't believe it. Morrison stays down. Not the first time tonight.
Stars number 89, Alessandro Canale. For Canale, his second.
I think Ian Bennett wanted a chance to try and play that quickly. See how Beretta handles this free kick. Dangerous angle position. Puts Chase Hansen on the near post. Ferdinand chips it across. Sanchez all the way back for Oliveira. The Wave want to draw out the Stars. Ferdinand back to goal. All the way back for Oliveira. Stars need to step their line a bit higher, according to assistant coach Evan McNeely. Adam Becker down there calling out some signals. Briscoe chases this one down. Oliveira maybe gets the kind touch off the wall. Nunez with a good heel flick, but the second touch doesn't come off as well. Rivers now chasing this down. Has Grabble on his back. Spur off the boards. Brame, no. He's been close multiple times tonight, Matt Brame. Ramos has space. He might open up from here. He does and just misses out. Brame a chance. No, it's blocked away. That's Nunez. Some insane blocks from this Milwaukee Wave side. Spur for Pereira, ball with pace. Pereira dribbling, Pereira, no! Spur with a header, it's just off the mark. Ramos for Pereira, no space in that area for Pereira to do anything. Pereira dribbles through the corner. Bonaheny goes low. Briscoe gets crushed. Nothing called. Good gesture from Cesar Correa. And Briscoe gets a yellow card for dissent. That's going to be 5 minutes in the box for Kai Briscoe. Timeout. Looks like it's going to be called on the field. Take a moment
media timeout
for confirmation. We are to the media timeout. Kai Briscoe just headed off to the box for a yellow card dissent. We'll be back in just a few moments right here on MASL TV.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
The Tacoma Stars are back and they're ready to turn things up a notch. Don't miss out on your chance to see the Stars in action live this season at the Accesso Showwear Center. Experience the fast-paced action of Tacoma Stars soccer for yourself. Head to www.tacomastars.com or call 253-856-6999 to get your tickets to an upcoming game today.
Washington, the Tacoma Stars playing host to the Milwaukee Wave, who have a 4-2 lead with 4:14 remaining in regulation. If you disagree with the call tonight, you might just see it on the MASL's most controversial show, Under Review with Phil Levanco and MASL head referee Ryan Sigich. Catch it every Friday on YouTube. Just before the break, Kai Briscoe was sent to the penalty box for a yellow card. It was dissent that he was issued the yellow card for, arguing with officials, which has been going on most of the fourth quarter. I don't think we'll see that yellow card on Under Review. Pretty clear cut and dry. Hansen cuts this pass off. Plays for Mendoza, slick turn. Mendoza uses the overlap of Canale, plays it off the glass, doesn't find anybody, but Jones comes through with a great tackle. Mendoza was open on the far side. Ian Bennett did such a good job at sealing the angle. Stars go for the sixth attacker, Mike Ramos, wearing the pink shirt. Although miscommunication right now, the Stars only have 5 on the field. It doesn't matter because Matt Brame has found the back of the net. It's a 1-goal game. He's been knocking on the door all night long, and Matt Brame finally seals one home. Here it is again, Mendoza just scanning, looking, and then picking out Brame on the backside. Finally, one-touch effort. Huffman back to goal. It's a 4-3 game. All new stuff for the Tacoma Stars.
His 4th 4th goal of the season.
Stars now just down 1. We'll see when they go to the 6th attacker, if it's going to be immediately. Beretta looks to the bench. Ramos slides on. Under 3 to play. Now the Stars will settle in. Spur loses possession in a double team. Williamson, long ball. Ramos is going to chase it all the way back. Catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV on YouTube and CBS Sports Golazo Network. Alex Bashavansky and Phil Levanko are joined each week by special guests from across the league to discuss all the league's news and hot topics. Pereira cuts inward. Mendoza can't split the defenders, but he plays back for Caceres. 2 minutes in regulation to the Stars. Have another overtime game on their hands against Milwaukee. Stay tuned to find out. Ramos, not a great touch. A lot of pressure. Caceres just has to knock it away. Williamson slips on the turf. Pereira goes down to the goal line, brings it back out. He gets tackled off of his feet. Oliveira now trying to beat Brame. And Bram called for a foul. Oliveira down, clutching his leg. Free kick taken quickly. It's off the post and in, but our referees are going to whistle that down as Oliveira was still down. Smart play, smart free kick.
Got a 60-second timeout called by Milwaukee. 60-second timeout.
What's an MASL game without chaos? We got one on our hands here. There's a 60-second timeout on the field. We'll keep it right here. 93 seconds to play in regulation. Brame had a foul up on those near side boards. The free kick was taken not super quickly. There was a little bit of time as Oliveira was on the ground collecting himself, but it was taken from roughly 3/4 of the field. Hits off the far post and goes in because the Stars are playing with a 6th attacker for the moment, so it was an empty net situation. There's some slight frustration from the Milwaukee bench that it wasn't upheld. This will not be video reviewed. Milwaukee, no challenges left, nothing to review as it was a dead ball, and the referee's discretion when to start play. In-house stats show that the Tacoma Stars 33 shots on goal, the Milwaukee Wave 20, but it's Milwaukee who is leading 4-3. It's never too early to start talking about playoffs. Join 8 of our teams in sunny San Diego as they square off in the MASL Ron Newman Cup playoffs April 5th through 7th. Ticket deposits are now being accepted. Visit frontwavearena.com for more information. Coming into tonight, all 8 of Milwaukee's wins have come when they've scored 5 or more goals. Right now, Tacoma is holding them under that mark, currently sitting at 4 goals scored. Stars call a timeout so that they can start this play with their 6th attacker on the field. They're going to draw something up with a long free kick that Beretta had to just come out for, so only 5 seconds came off the clock. Talking with the Tacoma Stars, talking with Nick Pereira and all these guys. It's games like this each and every week, seemingly, for the Tacoma Stars. It's a one-goal contest in the fourth quarter. Despite being 2-7-3 coming into tonight's game, they constantly find themselves in battles. One outlier of that being the lopsided game on the road at Chihuahua that was 21-8. Other than that, these Tacoma Stars find themselves in matches nearly every single fourth quarter, and it always comes down to the wire. It's one or two goals just difference within the game that always comes down to it. Just coming off of an overtime loss against the San Diego Sockers. They had a 6-5 win against the Empire Strikers, a 7-6 loss to this Milwaukee Wave side on January 17th, 4-3 loss to the Empire Strikers, 5-4 to San Diego. Had a home win to open the season against the Sockers, 5-4 win, and a shootout loss that was 4-3 against Chihuahua. Those were their two games to open the season. A win over San Diego, a shootout loss to Chihuahua, and ever since then, it has been off the rails for the Tacoma Stars. It was 5 straight losses, an overtime loss to Milwaukee. Turned around, they found a win against the Empire Strikers, and now 3 straight losses following that. Coming up next for these Stars, though, 6 straight home games following tonight. This is the first of a 7-game homestand. High press from Milwaukee. Here's Tyler John in behind. Stars transition their way up the field with the extra man. Caceres all the way back, but he's slowly getting forward. Pereira, his shot goes high. Ramos needs to go for a quick change. But Bonaheny doesn't quickly restart, goes for a drink of water. Didn't want to try and take advantage of the line change for Tacoma. Minute 10. Jones challenges with Steinwasser, who goes down easy.
60-second timeout called by the Stars. 60 seconds.
And Pereira's on the field. Evan McNeely is standing on the boards. There's all sorts of questions going on. And it's a 3-line rule. Barreto wanted the 3-line rule. Nick Pereira came out for it, and now this is going to get reset to the attacking yellow line for the Tacoma Stars. So that ball cleared all 3 lines in the air on the distribution from Bonaheny. Now the Stars have a good opportunity. Standing over the ball is Nick Pereira. Ramos to his left. And a timeout quickly taken. 1:05 to play. Pereira, Mendoza, Ramos, Caceres, Brame, and Spur are the 6 Stars on the field in the attack. They trail by a goal. Pereira's got the whiteboard in hand. We'll see what he draws up. And now Milwaukee has questions for our referee crew. I think that they wanted a foul on Logan Jones, who went shoulder to shoulder with Steinwasser. But nonetheless, we're going to have a restart from the attacking yellow line for the Tacoma Stars. Pereira was over the ball. We'll see if he remains in that position or if he goes and sets himself up for a right-footed strike. This Milwaukee team has done good down a man so far tonight. They were unsuccessful on the penalty kill earlier in tonight's game, but that was just one time. They've been facing the Tacoma Stars up a man in about 6 different attack pieces. The last 2 minutes, the Tacoma Stars have been playing without a goalkeeper and playing up a man. Previous to that, it was 2 blue card instances. But the Tacoma Stars, with 65 seconds left, need a win tonight. They do wonderful things for their season to go to 3-7-3 rather than falling to 2-8-3. On this 7-game homestand after this Milwaukee Wave game, coupled with Harrisburg Heat, 2 with the Baltimore Blast, San Diego and Empire will then visit. Mendoza goes down low. It's a sliding challenge that wins it.
60 seconds remaining in the second half.
Steinwasser sends this deep. Ramos scoops it up and rolls out to Spur. Not a very low block for this Milwaukee side. They are still high pressing in the final 30 seconds. Ramos, Pereira turns, he's got space, Pereira can't get the cross off. It's a great block from Correa. Under 20 seconds, Stars had a great chance. Spur lobs for Pereira. Spur gets it back, outside the foot touch, Caceres, he finds Brame, 5 seconds. Caceres looks up, he doesn't have time. Spur tries to go airborne, Pereira on the volley, and that's gonna do it. Milwaukee Wave holds on just enough. An overtime win in January, a 1-goal win that comes down to the wire in February. These Milwaukee Wave do the sweep against the Tacoma Stars. It was post-game last time that tempers flared. Everything seems a little bit more calm so far this time around between these two sides. A wonderful game, excellent play. This Milwaukee Wave team showed yet again what a quality side they are. It's a talented bunch. It's good defense, and then the transition play into offense is so smooth and seamless. Kept Ian Bennett off the board, but that's not enough. The Tacoma Stars fall here at home 4-3 against the Milwaukee Wave. It's a jam-packed February. If you weren't able to make it down to the ShoWare Center for this game tonight, the Stars got 4 more opportunities here at the ShoWare Center in just the month of February alone. Next week, got a couple against Harrisburg Heat on the 14th and the 16th. Following that, it's the Baltimore Blast on the 21st and the 23rd. And you can even start out your March 1st, San Diego Sockers come to town. A lot of opportunities to see these Tacoma Stars over the next month. That's going to do it for us here at the Accesso ShoWare Center in Kent, Washington. It's Milwaukee Wave 4. It's the Tacoma Stars 3. For everybody back at Mission Control, I'm Peyton Behrens, signing off for tonight. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy your evening. Have a safe and pleasant weekend.